All right. Hi everyone, it's Mel here from the Otago pop-up job shop team. Today I've got Chelsea with me from Go Hort. So Chelsea, do you want to tell us a little bit about the horticultural industry?
Hi Mel, yes, thank you very much. I'm here from Go Hort, as Mel said. I work for the horticultural industry, and basically my role is to encourage and develop careers within the horticultural industry. When I say horticulture, we are talking primarily about growing fruit and vegetables in New Zealand, and we do that on our orchards or on the vineyards with grapes. So the horticultural industry is hugely important in New Zealand. We export billions of dollars worth of fruit and vegetables every year, and we also supply fresh fruit and veggies to our own country and our own communities. So it's a hugely part of our primary industries here in New Zealand. And as you probably all know, it's also essential. So it's an essential service that has to continue no matter what is going on. And currently we have a whole lot of jobs available in seasonal work, especially in our orchards. In Central Otago at the moment, coming into October, we have a lot of opportunities on our apple and summer fruit orchards with fruit thinning, and it will roll into summer with harvesting of cherries, apricots, nectarines, and later in the year or early next year into apples. So we have got a lot of seasonal work available, but we also those jobs will roll into permanent jobs if people are keen to stay in the industry. There's lots of opportunities right around New Zealand, not just in Central Otago. And so if you find you come and work for a summer here and you want to continue, there may be roles up in the North Island that you'd like to have a look at as well. So it's unlimited, really, the potential within horticulture. And there is a lot of training available. So once you get into the industry and you decide you want to stick at it and you want to actually grow within the industry, there's a lot of apprenticeship training available through primary ITOs or through the Otago Polytech here in Central and right around the country. So it's just a really exciting time for the industry. And if you want a job, there are jobs to be had, basically.
Awesome. Thanks, Chelsea. It sounds like there's heaps of opportunities there. So if I was interested in one of those opportunities, what skills would I need?
Well, and a lot of people are a wee bit unsure about the physical side of the roles down here. There are jobs to suit everybody. So you don't have to be someone that feels they can get up and down a ladder for 6 weeks picking cherries. There are other options. So yes, there is some physical aspects to the job. You may be thinning fruit from trees. You may be up and down ladders if that's what you want to do outside in the sun. There is tractor driving, there's spraying, but also within the full-on harvest time, there's work in the pack houses. So making boxes, helping look at the quality of fruit that goes into the boxes, sorting on the machines, running the health and safety programs and supervising staff. So there's actually a huge range of jobs, and they're not all physical, hard outdoor jobs. There's a lot more of the systems management and compliance side of it available as well. Mm-hmm. So really, all skills are needed here within the hort industry. And if you turn up and basically the main skill to have is to be enthusiastic and to want to learn. So the orchardists here in Central Otago will say, look, I can find you a role that will suit you. That's pretty much all the skills you need.
Awesome. Cool. So once you've got that enthusiasm and you've started the job, what's the advantages of working in the horticultural industry?
Right. Well, there are lots of advantages. And to start with the pay rates, which everyone's interested in, often you'll start off on a minimum wage type of scenario, but a lot of money can be made through their bonus schemes and through their bucket rates. So if you get really proficient at what you're doing quite quickly, you can really make a lot of money in a day. So A lot of people come and do 6 weeks, and that will fund the rest of their summer. So there's good money to be made. And the other advantage is you're in a beautiful region where it's sunny most of the time, and it is summer for the onset of the work in November. So it's a great time to be out and about, enjoying the outdoors. And we have a whole lot of people from all over the place come to work here. So you get to meet a huge variety of people. There aren't the number of backpackers there normally would be, but there are still a lot of international workers that come through, and that provides variety and a lot of fun on the orchards. And you'll find students from university on their holidays. You'll find people that are camper vanning around the country that come to work on the orchards as well. So it's just a really fun kind of social atmosphere, you might say. So we consider it a little bit like doing your New Zealand experience in some ways. Come and have a go, and you can make it as short term as you like, or as long and as permanent as you like.
Yeah, awesome. I love Central Otago in summer, so it's a very
cool and you get to eat good fruit. You get to eat great fruit.
Yeah, so true. Yeah. Delicious. So you've also worked on the orchards, Chelsea, in your time. Mm-hmm. So would you recommend it?
I would. Yeah. Funnily enough, when I was 17 and I was picking cherries, during high school, I really enjoyed it, and I didn't give much thought to the fact there were careers in it. It was just something I was doing for the summer, and I went back 3 summers in a row. And ironically, when I travelled and went overseas, the things I ended up going back to, even though I had a degree in something completely different, I ended up working in horticultural industries because I had experience, because I enjoyed it. It was a great way to meet people. And so that experience has just kept growing. And then, there are so many different streams of work. Here I am telling people about careers in the industry. I never thought I'd be doing that when I was 17 picking cherries.
Yeah.
So it's just the opportunities are unlimited, and yeah, really enjoyable. I don't think the young people in my region that do it every summer realise how lucky they are, the skills that they're developing. So yeah, absolutely. Come and have a go.
Awesome. I think you've sold me on heading there for summer just to give it a go.
Come on.
Yeah, it's a good way to try it.
I'll do a few weeks. Yeah.
So how do I find out more?
So for the seasonal work, there are lots of orchardists, vineyards, all sorts are advertising now on the Work the Seasons website. Mm-hmm. So obviously, Mel, you can probably give the links to the Work the Seasons sites.
Yep.
So on there, you search by region, by horticulture, and the jobs that are available in the region will pop up. And directly through linking there, you can ask questions of the growers as well, depending on how long you want to work for, or if you want a permanent role, you can start to ask those questions. And the other site to go to is our Go Hort site, which GoHorticulture.co.nz. Mm-hmm. And once you're in the industry, or if you're thinking about starting off in the industry, that's a really good website to give you an idea of where you can go with a career. There are a huge variety of careers out there, and on that website there are lots of different profiles of people, how they've got started and where they've gone, as well as a job board to show you what kind of careers are advertised right now. Mm-hmm. In New Zealand. So it's a great place to start.
Cool. Thank you. Thanks for sharing all of the horticultural industry opportunities as well. I think you might see me soon for summer.
Right. Thank you, Mel. That's awesome.
Thanks, Chelsea.